stumble upon a man in a garage in the middle of the night.
He chats with police for a few minutes. Little do police know, he's the suspect.
It is, we got an escapee.
Oh, shit. Where from?
Prison.
From a prison here?
Yeah.
Crime and deception often go hand in hand, and in the world of fugitives and felons, we encounter astonishing tales of cunning creativity. Today, we're diving into a series of gripping stories where individuals went to extraordinary lengths to outwit the authorities. But first, please smash the like button and show some love to your favorite channel, as YouTube is not a fan of such videos. In 2006, Richard Lee McNair pulled off an incredible escape from a Louisiana prison. Here's how he did it. McNair built a secret hiding spot, kind of like a DIY escape pod, right inside the prison. He used what he could find, like cardboard and tape, and added a breathing tube. His genius trick was that he hid it under mailbags on a pallet. The prison staff had no clue and moved it to a warehouse. Once alone, McNair cut himself out and just walked out to freedom, but the craziest part was still to come. After the escape, McNair was jogging near some railroad tracks in Ball, Louisiana. Officer Bordelon spots McNair jogging near some railroad tracks. Given the recent prison break, the officer is on high alert and decides to question McNair.
You live around here, buddy?
No.
Where you live at?
Down the road by Pineville.
Pineville?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
McNair, caught off guard but not panicking, gives a fake name, Robert Jones. A little later, he slips up and says, Jimmy Jones, but the officer doesn't notice the switch. When Bordelon inquired about his address, McNair was quick on his feet. He claimed he was staying at a hotel and working in roofing for his brother, a perfect cover for an out-of-towner.
Do you have any form of identification on you?
No, man.
What's your name?
Robert Jones.
Robert Jones?
Uh-huh. Why, I'm not supposed to be on the tracks?
No, that's not the problem right now. What's your address?
I don't have an address. I'm at the hotel. We're working on houses and stuff like that, the roofing.
Roofing?
Yep.
Okay.
For my brother.
All right. What's your name again?
Jimmy Jones.
After the officer informs McNair about the search for an escaped convict, McNair acts all surprised, laughing it off as if hearing it for the first time. The officer, still suspicious, contacted his colleagues to verify McNair's identity.
What is? We got an escapee.
Oh, shit. Where from?
Prison.
There's a prison here?
Yeah. Hey, this is Carl. Subject wear glasses? Nothing about glasses. Can you find out? I'm out with a white male on the tracks at Gilly Williams.
You can call my little brother.
Where about? Take your glove off. Any tattoos or anything? Flip it over. No, he's clean. How old is your guy? You're how old?
50. I was born in 56.
You said born in 56. What color eyes you got?
Green, well, kind of a turquoise blue.
Turquoise blue? You want to give me some more?
Call my little brother, man.
Did you guys notice how McNair remains calm and composed during the entire situation, making small talk and showing signs of amusement? In short, a perfect game of deception. Just see his reaction when the officer tells him that he looks like the escapee.
You know the bad thing about it?
What's that?
You're matching up to him.
Well, that sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There he goes again, smiling things away. When questioned further about the scratches on his knees, McNair explains the cuts on his knees by saying he took a shortcut through a briar patch.
Did you go through a briar patch or something?
Well, yeah, roofing. I always roof in shorts and cut my scratching up on, the roofing.
That's why your knees are all cut up?
Yeah.
Or y'all got pads?
Huh?
Y'all wear pads?
Too hot. They rub the pad and rub your back of your legs and stuff.
Where are you from?
Huh? We're originally Dallas, Texas.
Gotta give it to him. Looks like he's got an answer for everything, right? Spinning stories, he tells the cop about his brother dropping him off for work and how they couldn't get into their usual camper park. He even gives directions to a motel near Walmart, adding credibility to his story.
Where are you staying at?
That Titusville or Titus Inn? Titus Inn? Little over.
Where's that at?
I don't even know the address. We just got into town about a week ago, and he dropped me off to jog. I always jog about 12 miles a day.
Where's y'all's motel at?
Okay, everything now, because like I say, fuel always drives. Okay, Walmart's right there. Go right at Walmart, and there's a road. Is it 165?
Right.
165 that goes south, and we're about 2 blocks. I mean, it's clean, but it's family owned.
Little tiny hotel.
Yeah, you know, like a motel deal. You park up there, and there's we got a camper, and we were trying to get into the camper place, but we didn't get into the camper place yet. There's a little you drive down the road down, and there's a place for campers and stuff, and that's where we usually stay, but we couldn't get in there.
Adding a touch of genius, he even had a friendly conversation with a cop as he tried to draw up a military connection with him. The cop told him to carry ID next time, and McNair jogged off, free again.
In the future, carry some ID with you.
See, I'm sorry. When I was in the military, we never carried our ID on base and stuff. So.
On base is different.
Yeah, I know.
You know, they assure you if you can cross on, you got something.
Yep.
But out here, you're in civilian life, you know.
Were you in the military?
No, I wasn't.
I'm retired Army.
But, yeah, in the future, if you're going to jog again, that way, I mean, if you get run over by a train, I know who you are. I don't have to start second guessing who he is, you know.
Can you write down your phone number, your cell phone number, so I can have whoever calls you?
Just call. You got a cell phone with you?
No, hell no. I don't have a cell phone or anything.
Just call 911 is all you got to do, and they'll get a hold of us.
All right.
That's our quick line there.
Have a good day now.
Be careful, buddy.
One can only imagine the relief he must be feeling at the moment, probably singing songs about his ingenuity and intellect. However, after a year and a half in October 2007, Canadian police caught him driving a stolen truck in New Brunswick, 100 miles from the US border, thus ending his short-lived freedom. Well tried, McNair, well tried. Up next, we're about to introduce you to another pair of cunning fugitives who took the art of deception to a whole new level. Joseph Jenkins and Charles Walker, both 34, found a way to break the chains of prison life, but not in the way you might think. Their escape from the Franklin Correctional Facility wasn't through tunnels or over fences. It was through paperwork, cleverly forged and deceitfully convincing. These two inmates managed to create fake release documents, complete with case numbers, a judge's forged signature, and seemingly legitimate court orders that reduced their life sentences to just 15 years. They sent these papers to the prison mailroom, which handles legal documents. But here's the twist. No one checked if these papers were legit. The prison staff unknowingly processed their release. Normally, there's a lot of cross-checking with courts and police before someone is released from prison. But in this extraordinary case, those steps were skipped. Jenkins walked out first on September 27th, greeted by his uncle Henry Pearson, who provided him with fresh clothes. He then visited his family and even went through post-release procedures like registering as a felon and getting his fingerprints taken, all without raising any suspicion. Walker followed suit a week later, on October 8th. His family, thinking their prayers were answered, were overjoyed. Without time for a family pickup, he was given a bus ticket by prison officials and sent on his way. Both men tried to blend back into society. Jenkins even planned a birthday party and Walker attended church, but they couldn't stay under the radar for long. The family of Roscoe Pugh, the man Jenkins was convicted of killing, alerted the state attorney's office after they received a notification of Jenkins's release. This set off alarm bells, and upon reviewing Jenkins's file, the forged documents were uncovered. Similarly, Walker's paperwork was discovered to be fake. A manhunt ensued. For more than 2 weeks, Jenkins had tasted freedom, and Walker for a week.
My life would have been different if I wouldn't have saw it. I saw it.
I thought I would not have to see them ever again in life because they had life sentence.
If not for Pugh's family's alertness, who knows how much longer they would have remained free.
Particularly people with criminal minds come up with ingenious ways to beat the system. They have nothing but time on their hands.
Authorities tracked them to the Coconut Grove Motor Inn in Panama City Beach, a spot known for its tourist attractions. On Saturday night, without any incident, Jenkins and Walker were recaptured and scheduled to face the judge once again after the bold prison escape.
This is your first appearance. You've been arrested on an in-state warrant that was issued from the Department of Corrections. Secretary Michael Cruz, for one kind of escape. There is probable cause to detain you based on the warrant that I read. There's been a request that you be held without bond. I've appointed the public defender to represent you. He's there in the office if you have any immediate questions. I'm going to schedule you for a return first appearance on the 25th of October, just to verify that you've been retrieved by the Department of Corrections. Have a good day.
State your name for the judge.
Walker Charles.
Mr. Walker, this is your first appearance. You've been arrested on an in-state warrant that was issued by the Secretary of the Department of Corrections, Michael Cruz, for one count of escape. There is probable cause to detain you for the charge. There's been a request that you be held without bond. I'm going to honor that. I'm going to schedule you for a return first appearance on the 25th of October, just to verify that you've been retrieved by the Department of Corrections. You did not complete an application for the appointment of a public defender, so I can't appoint one for you. However, there is one in the office if you have questions. Have a good day.
In the wake of this incident, the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, led by Commissioner Gerald Bailey, seized printers from the prisons and launched a full-scale investigation. The Corrections Department has since changed its verification process for early releases, now requiring confirmation directly from judges, not just court clerks. In a horrifying incident inside a prison, the lives of two inmates, Anthony George and Adam Kargas, collided with tragic results. Anthony, 32, high on drugs and alcohol, unleashed a violent attack on his 29-year-old cellmate, Adam. This brutal assault involved relentless hitting, kicking, and choking occurring right in their shared cell. Shockingly, this happened under the nose of a nearby guard, performing routine checks, oblivious to the horror unfolding just steps away. The commotion was so loud that it caught the attention of other inmates. They banged on their cell walls, shouting for help in a desperate bid to alert someone, but their cries went unanswered and the assault continued unchecked. The situation turned even grimmer the next morning. In a shocking scene, Anthony George dragged Adam Kargas's body out of the cell. This happened in front of other inmates, but the guards initially didn't catch on to the seriousness of what had just happened. The dreadful truth of what happened in that cell, fueled by drugs and alcohol, eventually surfaced. Anthony George was brought to justice and sentenced to life in prison with no chance of parole for at least 10 years. Adding to the tragedy, it was revealed that Adam had expressed fear of his cellmate to his family just before the murder.
I never expected that to happen in my life.
The impact of this event extended beyond the prison walls, leaving a family grappling with an unimaginable loss, as seen in the heartbroken faces of the Kargas family entering the courtroom. In the shadows of deception and daring, these stories remind us of the thin line between freedom and captivity. Whether through cunning paperwork, a convincing facade, or a moment of horrific violence, the paths these individuals took serve as reminders of the complexities and failings within our justice systems. That's all for today's folks, and we will catch you in the next one.